Already? Good evening, all. Welcome to the City of Middletown Planning Board meeting of December the 4th, 2024. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Just have to do a little housekeeping for our transcriptionist. All members are present this evening except for Ms. Hewson. Also present is the Middletown Fire Inspector, Mike Watery, Code Enforcement Officer, Sixto Martinez, and the Planning Board Attorney, Rich Krogan. We'll start the meeting with just let everyone know that I want to point out that all the applicants that are here for the first time are considered a preliminary hearing, and the planning board may or may not choose to act or vote on those applications tonight. Moving forward, first on the agenda, approval of November the 6th, 2024 minutes. I need a motion, Ms. Witt. I need a second, Mr. McCormick. Any discussion? Roll call, Mr. Madden?
Yes.
Mr. Brito?
Yes.
Ms. Witt?
Yes.
Mr. Higbee?
Yes.
Excuse me, and I vote yes. Mr. McCormick, I apologize.
That's okay, yes.
You weren't here last week, so I took you out of order. Mr. McCormick?
Yes.
Thank you. Moving on. Excuse me. I apologize. Moving on, AT&T Wireless, 60 Prospect Avenue, upgrade existing equipment. Please state your name for the record, sir.
Certainly, thank you. My name is Marty McGee. I work for Arrowsmith Development, 318 West Avenue, Saratoga Springs, New York. And I'm
Okay.
representing New Singular Wireless, doing business as AT&T.
Okay. Just before we get started, Ms. Tu, do we have the mailings? Thank you. Go ahead, sir.
Certainly, thank you. I'm here to be deemed as an eligible facilities request under Section 6409, Federal Communications, Telecommunications Act of 2012, amended 2014. I can give you a brief overview of what we're doing. It's very simple. It's an equipment upgrade. We're swapping out antennas. The purpose of the work is basically an equipment upgrade. We're striving for improvements to the local service. And I can tell you exactly where, if you're not familiar with the antennas, where we are and what we're looking to do. Our equipment is currently located on the northwestern bulkhead wall at the eastern portion of the building. I think it's Shriver Street. That's where our antennas are. With our antennas, we have 3 sets of 3 antennas. For each set, they're all going to be the same. And within each set, you'll have 3 antennas. What we're doing is we're basically, one of those 3 antennas on each set is going to remain, so no change there. Another one, the middle one, the one on the left is going to be swapped out for a different model. There's no difference in the size or shape of the antenna, so it's just a newer model, basically. And the antenna in the middle of each of the 3 antennas is also going to be swapped out. That'll be a new antenna. The type is in the construction drawings. It's a B77 G and M. It's actually smaller than the existing antenna. The existing antenna was 3 feet by 3 feet with a 12-inch separation. This is going to be one antenna that's going to be 3 feet, so essentially it'll be smaller. We're also swapping out. We have 15 remote radio head units. We have 18 currently. We're going to have 15 after this. The reason, the new antenna that's going in the middle, it's got integrated RRHs within the antenna, so you're actually going to have less equipment. As far as the cabinets, which are connected by cables to the antenna, that's in a penthouse building, so we're swapping out cabinets. We're not increasing the number of cabinets. No one would see any change to it, and we're not increasing the height. We're not excavating in any way. We're basically just swapping out antennas and related ancillary equipment.
Thank you.
Certainly.
I'm going to open the public hearing. Ms. Tu, do we have anything in writing? Anyone on the telephone? Okay, I'm going to open it up to the public. Anyone wishing to address this application, please step forward. In that case, I'm going to go to the board for any questions, comments, or concerns.
Yes, first of all, I would apologize for being late. I couldn't find a way into the building. I guess they've switched back to the main entrance, which is good. This is very close to my home, so I'm going to not vote on this, or if you want me to
Recuse
go.
yourself?
Yeah, recuse myself. I was looking for the words. Do you want me to step to the audience, or? Okay, thank you.
Okay. Just for the record, for the transcriptionist, Ms. Houston is now in attendance. Okay. I live in the same area, very close, and I am going to vote on it. I have no reason to recuse myself. Anyway, that being said, anyone else from the board? Questions, comments, or concerns? Yes, Ms. Whip.
How long will this upgrade take? How long do you expect it to take?
Well, assuming we get the approval tonight, our subcode's already in with the building department. We would just need to get that approved. If we got approved tomorrow, which obviously I don't think we would, but if we get approved tonight and then get our building permit, we would not start in 2024. It would be after the new year, but soon thereafter.
And how long will it take?
Oh, the upgrade, it would take a couple of days, if that. It's just really just swapping out antennas and, else, yeah. During normal business hours.
Thanks.
Certainly.
Is there any noise emission that would be louder than what currently is there?
Fair question, no, absolutely not. And again, the equipment, none of this equipment is particularly noisy. The only thing that would be a generator, that's not changing. Our cabinets are inside of a penthouse, so you wouldn't see them, you wouldn't hear them, but they're not particularly noisy to begin with. Antennas are silent, they don't really make noise.
How about emissions?
The emissions, I believe we did submit an RF compliance report as well. At 98 feet, if this was at 32 feet, it would be an issue. 35 feet, it would be an issue. But at 90 feet, no, there's no issue at all. You're 3 times over the threshold of any emissions or anything like that.
Thank you.
Certainly.
Mr. Guattari, any issues?
No, sir.
Mr. Martinez, any issues?
No, sir.
Okay, I'll go back to the public. Anyone wishing to address this application, please step forward. No one stepping forward. We're going to need a motion to close the public hearing. Mr. Madden, I need a second. To close, Mr. McCormick. All in favor? Aye. Public hearing is closed. I will go to the board one more time, though, for any questions, comments, or concerns. Okay, that being said, on the resolution for AT&T Wireless, 60 Prospect Avenue, upgrade of existing equipment, I need a motion. Mr. Madden, a second. Mr. McCormick. Discussion? Roll call. Mr. Madden?
Yes.
Mr. McCormick?
Yes.
Mr. Brito?
Yes.
Ms. Witt?
Yes.
Ms. Houston? Recused yourself. And Mr. Higbee?
Yes.
And I vote yes. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. I appreciate your time. And just one question. Is there anything I need to know as far as the building permit or anything? It's just, okay. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Have a good night.
Next on the agenda is Nicole and Raymond Marquez, 2 West Main Street, a nail salon. Good evening. Please state your name for the record.
Nicole Marquez.
Raymond Marquez.
Okay, this brief idea what you're doing, please?
Just opening a nail salon, a few girls, nails, feet,
Gotcha.
normal.
Okay. Ms. Tu, do we have the mailings? All right, I'm going to open the public hearing. Ms. Tu, do we have anybody on the telephone? Anything in writing? Then we'll proceed with the public hearing. Anyone present wishing to address this application, please step forward. I'll go to the board then. Any questions, comments, or concerns? Mr. McCormick?
On Sunday, you have on your application that you'll be closed / it varies.
Yes.
We need to be more specific than that, correct?
If she wants to open up on Sunday, she would have to give us a time, come back. So I would pick a time for Sunday.
I could do it now.
Yeah, sure, do it right now.
10 a.m.
What was that again?
10 a.m.
To,
5. Yeah, that's Our other shop is open. That's
10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Yes.
Okay. Anyone else from board? Nothing more?
Mr. Guattari, any issues?
Not at this time, sir.
And Mr. Martinez, any issues?
No issues. Mr. Brito, you had,
All your employees will be licensed?
Yes.
all their employees must be licensed.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. I'll go back, Ms. Witt, go ahead.
So just nails, no waxing or anything
No.
like? Okay, just nails,
Yes.
okay. Thank you.
We would like to see you there, please.
Okay.
Okay, back to the public hearing. Anyone here wishing to address the applicant, please step forward. None coming forward. I need a motion to close the public hearing. Ms. Witt, second by Ms. Houston. All in favor? Aye. Public hearing is closed. So now I assume I have to amend the
Resolution.
resolution. Okay. First of all, I need a motion to amend the resolution. Mr. Higbee. I need a second. Mr. McCormick. The motion, the property will be, again, 2 West Main Street, nail salon. The reason is we're changing the Sunday hours. They will be 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. We'll now need I have a motion, I have the second. I need a discussion. Roll call. Mr. Madden?
Yes?
Mr. McCormick?
Yes.
Mr. Brito?
Yes.
Ms. Witt?
Yes.
Ms. Houston?
Yes.
Mr. Higbee?
Yes.
And I vote yes. All right, now that we have the resolution amended, we now need to have a motion to approve the amended resolution. Mr. Madden, motion, second by Mr. McCormick. Discussion? Roll call. Mr. Madden?
Yes.
Mr. McCormick?
Yes.
Mr. Brito?
Yes.
Ms. Witt?
Yes.
Ms. Houston?
Yes.
Mr. Higbee? And I
Yes.
vote yes. Good luck.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Have a good night.
Next on the agenda is Dominique Sampson and Venetia DeFrenzy. I hope I murdered that, didn't I? Sorry.
That's okay.
42 North Street, a boutique.
Yes.
Please introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Venice Dufresne.
DeFrenzy.
Dominique Sampson.
Please give us your intentions.
So we would like to open a small luxury boutique in Middletown to inspire our community, to bring style and, just to inspire.
It's okay.
I wrote a whole thing, and I heard everyone just said one thing. I was like, oh, man.
That's okay, we get it. Ms. Tu, do we have the mailings? Yes, we do. Okay, then I'm going to open the public hearing. Ms. Tu, do we have anything in writing? Just one email. One email. Okay. I'll read this into the record. This is from the Reverend Victor J. Sarazin. And it's from the Grace Episcopal Church. Dear Planning Board members, I have received notice of a hearing about permitting a new business, a boutique, located at 42 North Street, Middletown. I wish to point out that this location is already home to Alloy Home Studio. Thank you for your time.
Hair studio.
This says Alloy Hair Studio, yes. And thank you for your time, Reverend Victor. All right, so that's in for the record. Public hearing, anyone here wishing to address this application, please step forward. Okay, fine, I'll go to the board for any questions, comments, concerns. Yes, sir. Mr. Matt.
Following up on that, are you going into the space that Alloy is in currently? 42 North Street is a hair salon.
So yes, there is a space behind 42, behind the salon.
Behind the salon,
Yes, there's a smaller space.
Yeah.
About
There's actually,
500
there's actually 3 spaces there. And Alloy occupies one, and you are owning another one. Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Right. And I think there's one in between you also.
I appreciate the clarification.
I think Alloy has the first.
Has two of them?
class,
Right.
yeah.
Okay, fantastic.
Thank you.
They're not a hair salon, they're a retail store that sells hair products,
No hair products.
not hair products,
Self-care products.
self-care products. Sorry.
Clothing.
Any other questions from the board? I'll go back to the public hearing one more time. Anyone here wishing to address this application, please step forward. None coming forward. I need a motion to close the public hearing. Mr. Higbee, second by Ms. Houston. All in favor? Aye. Public hearing being closed. I will go to the board one more time, though. If they have any questions, concerns?
Mr. Guatari, any concerns?
None at this time, sir.
Mr. Martinez, any concerns?
No, sir.
Thank you.
Okay. That being said, on the resolution for 42 North Street Boutique, I need a motion. Mr. McCormick, I need a second. Mr. Madden, discussion. Roll call. Mr. Madden,
Yes.
Mr. McCormick.
Yes.
Mr. Brito.
Yes.
Ms. Witt.
Yes.
Ms. Houston.
Yes.
Mr. Higbee.
Yes.
And I vote yes. Good luck.
Thank you so much.
I'll see you all there.
Next on the agenda, I don't know if I get this right either, Anal Pyram, 18 County Route 78, convenience store, takeout restaurant. How you doing, sir? Please state your name for the record.
My name is Anel Pyram, and I say hi to everybody.
Hello.
Pleasure to be here.
Good. And what do you plan on doing, sir?
I'm gonna do the same thing that was there before. There was a market there in the gas station. I'm trying to add a little takeout for people in Middletown and try to get people some job.
Great, thank you.
you.
Ms. Tu, do we have the mailings? Then I'll open the public hearing. Ms. Tu, do we have anything in writing? Anyone on the phone? So I'll go to the public then. Anyone wishing to address this application, please step forward. No one stepping forward. I'll go to the board for questions, comments, or concerns. None.
Mike, any issues?
No, sir. Just, we have the plans, we're reviewing everything, and it should be good. Everything's there. We've been in contact, and we've done site plans and reviews there as well.
Okay. Mr. Martinez?
No, sir.
Thank you.
I have a question over here. Ms. Houston?
Yes, on the seeker, on 12B, it gives the answer of yes for SHPO. What is the archaeological site that might be sensitive based on this?
That was most likely that's generated by the New York State DECF mapper. The site's been developed already, and we're not changing anything. When you generate the EAF, you put the address into the computer database, and it's,
Excuse me, sir, you just have to speak into the microphone.
And state your name, please.
I'm Jonathan Chella. I prepared the site plan in the EAF.
Thank you.
When we put the address into the EAF mapper, the New York State DECF mapper, it's tagged, but the site's already been developed, and we're not changing anything. We're not digging, we're not doing anything, so nothing will be disturbed.
Okay.
Ms. Houston, we did have our engineer review it.
Okay.
It was determined to be a type 2 action, so no further review regarding SECR was required.
Okay.
They noted that there was Indiana bats present, but there's no disturbance. They're remaining where they are.
Oh, this is that same one with the bats? I thought this
No,
was
it's a different property, but they have the same
They have the
bats.
same, right, but this one's for the history, so it was different than the ecological.
Right,
Okay.
understood.
All right. I just wanted to make sure before I voted on it. Thank you.
Yes. Our engineer did review, and it was determined to be a type 2 action. You're welcome.
Any other questions from the board? I'll go back to the public. Anyone wishing to address this application, please step forward. No one stepping forward from the public hearing. I need a motion to close the public hearing. Ms. Witt, I need a second. Okay. Mr. Brito, thank you. All in favor? Aye. Okay, public hearing is closed. I'll move to the board one more time, see if you guys have any other thoughts. Okay, that being said, on the resolution for 18 County Route 78 Convenience Store Takeout Restaurant, I need a motion. Ms. Witt, I need a second. Mr. Brito, discussion. Roll call. Mr. Madden.
Yes.
Mr. McCormick.
Yes.
Mr. Brito.
Yes.
Ms. Witt.
Yes.
Ms. Houston.
Yes.
Mr. Higbee.
Yes.
And I vote yes. Good luck, sir.
Very much. I appreciate that.
Next on the agenda, James Dillon, 27 Academy Avenue, employee parking lot.
Good afternoon. My name's James Dillon, and looking to get 14 parking spots for a property that we own across the street, a body shop. We have 14 employees, just looking for a place to put our 14 employees. The lot already was already a parking lot at one time. What we're looking to do is continue that as well.
Okay. Ms. Tu, do we have the mailings? Okay, in that case, I'm going to open the public hearing. Do we have anything in writing, Ms. Tu? Anyone on the telephone? Then I'll go to the public. Anyone wishing to address this application, please step forward.
There is somebody,
There is
so if you
somebody.
can just step off to the
Step up
side,
to the
please.
microphone, please, and state your name for the record.
How you doing, Everett Colley?
Thank
How are you
you.
doing today? First of all, thank you guys for what you guys are doing, building up Middletown. Thank you guys so much. As far as for this property, I just wanted to know, is there a site plan for it?
Yes.
Is it public records?
Yes.
Yes.
And where can we see that?
If the applicant has a copy with him, I'm sure he'll be able to share it.
One second.
Sure, go ahead, step back, we'll come back. In the meantime, I'll go to the board for any questions, comments, or concerns. They are the owner. Pardon me? Yeah, he is a partner. Yep. All right, we'll give the gentleman just a second. Right. The one thing I forgot to ask you, sir, not only your name, but your address, please. Your address, please, yes.
13 Houston Avenue?
Okay,
Fourth
thank you.
Ward?
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you for that. Yeah, that's all I needed.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's fine. Thank you.
That was it. Thank you.
Okay, go to the board for any questions, comments, or concerns?
Is there going to be a fence around the whole thing?
It's already fenced in.
It's already the whole thing?
The whole thing is fenced in.
Thank you.
So there's a gate already for access?
Yep.
That will only be for the employees?
Correct. Only employee parking. That's all we're looking for.
Okay.
Mr. Guattari, any issues?
Will that gate be locked at nighttime?
We'd like to lock that gate so that people can't pull into our lot.
We're going to request that we put a Knox box on the front
Yeah,
of the
that's,
property.
yeah, we spoke to the fire and that's what was
Okay.
requested of it, so that's
Perfect.
not a problem at all.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Mr. Martinez?
No issues.
Mr. Mad, do you have a question? Oh, okay. All right, go back to the public hearing. Anyone present wishing to address this application, please step forward. No one coming forward. I need a motion to close the public hearing. Mr. Madden, I need a second. Ms. Houston, all in favor? Aye. Public hearing is closed. I will give the board one more chance if they'd like. Questions, comments, or concerns?
Mr. Chairman, I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
On the resolution, I don't have it in front of me. Is it running with the adjoining property as long as they own the property?
I don't believe it states that.
Is that the intent?
Is that the intent, sir? As long as you have your body shop
As long as
across?
the body shop's there, yeah, we're not looking to, yeah, as long as the intent is, as long as the body shop is there, then the lot would be used for the body shop's employees. That's the purpose of it. We're not looking to do anything else with it.
So I imagine that would go forward, that if they sold the body shop,
Yeah, if we ever, not looking to sell the body
No,
shop, if we
no.
ever sold the body shop, the lot would go with the body
these
shop.
resolutions, they'll go with the property, so. in other
Correct,
words-
yeah,
with the
that's,
land.
yeah, there would
Yeah.
be no.
So
no
someday,
reason
if
for
you
us to accept
sold,
that. Correct.
whoever you sold it to would have access to the lot for their employees going forward also.
Correct, yes, that's what we're
That's how I understand it.
Yes.
All right.
Would they have to sell it together? I'm over here. Would they have to sell it together?
Well, it's running with the land, so if they sold the one, they have the use of that lot. It's not a standalone.
Okay.
But the owner of the property is not the same as the owner of the business across the street. Is that correct? That's a question.
Right now?
Correct.
No, they own both
So
properties.
the properties, the honest answer is the property, of course, is in a separate LLC than the business is. We own all of it. We own the business, we own the property, but we, for reasons, there's a, we lease it back and things like that. But it's all part of one conglomerate, if you can say.
So do you feel okay with that, or do we have to state that in the resolution? I mean, it's part of,
I think it wouldn't be a bad idea to amend the resolution to make that part of it.
So my question to that is, let's say, if we ever to sell, not intending to, but if we sold the property or want to do something different with the property, could we come, if there's something, like, let's say, how do I explain this? We're not looking to do anything different, but if we had to sell the property for a reason, this would no longer apply to somebody else. It would be something totally different, correct? It wouldn't stop the sale, like we couldn't, how do I explain this? If I wanted to sell that lot by itself, that would cancel everything out, correct? That's
Yes.
what you're looking for. That's fine, okay. But we have the right to sell the lot separate from the business. Or you're now telling me that it's got to be locked
No,
together?
you would have the right to sell it, but whoever bought it would have to come back to the board to have a use for it.
But if we sold the lot with the property across the street, then it would stay the way it is.
Correct.
That's perfectly fine with us. We have no issues with that.
so do we need to state that, or is it automatic when we do a
Yeah,
resolution?
because we're going forward with, like, we have to go through this process because it's separate. Why would it, you know what I mean?
Well, it's provided that it remains the same. So if he was to sell the lot across the street, he would lose the use. If he sold the business, he would lose the use of that lot.
But if we sold the two
Because-
together, we would be
yeah.
able to continue, and that's, yeah, so that's kind of what we're doing now.
Right, but since it runs with the land, we want to make sure that the resolution remains in effect.
Okay.
So do we need to change the resolution? That's the question.
Right, I would say that it should be amended.
Okay.
So how would you amend, how would you want to, you would want to say that if we sold the business and we sold the lot together, they would not have to come back here again?
The lot's use will be contingent upon the use from your
From the-
property,
from the
current property.
We're fine. That is, okay. Perfect. I have no issues with that.
Want to write that down for me? You think I'm doing that amendment, you're, don't forget your big lawyer brain. Give us just a moment.
No problem. But wouldn't that, yeah, okay. Yeah, it'd be implied, because if we, yeah. Like, because it's like what we're doing now, it's, we didn't buy that lot with the business, we bought it separate, so.
No, I agree with you.
Okay, that's fine. I have no issues with it. No issues here.
He wants to make sure
You're good. I'm all understood.
that the city is protected, that's all. And I get it. That's fine.
What is the property address for the auto repair?
26 Academy.
26 Academy.
All right. I need a motion to amend the resolution. Mr. Madden, I need a second. Mr. Brito. Motion to amend. Name of the property is 27 Academy Avenue, employee parking lot. The reasoning is to make sure that the parking lot stays part of the 26 Academy, right?
Right.
So it'd be
And
subject
we
to
have special rules pertaining to parking.
the parking, right? The subject property, 27 Academy Avenue, approved use, will run with the property provided the use at 26 Academy remain an auto repair garage.
Okay.
Okay. Excuse me. I need a motion. Mr. Madden, second. Mr. McCormick. Discussion. Roll call. Mr. Madden.
Yes.
Mr. McCormick.
Yes.
Mr. Brito.
Yes.
Ms. Witt.
Yes.
Ms. Houston.
Yes.
Mr. Higbee.
Yes.
And I vote yes. All right, so now we're going to vote on the amended resolution. To approve the amended resolution, name of property is 27 Academy Avenue, employee parking lot. And I need a motion for that one. Mr. McCormick, I need a second. Ms. Witt. Discussion? Roll call. Mr. Madden?
Yes.
Mr. McCormick?
Yes.
Mr. Brito?
Yes.
Ms. Witt?
Yes.
Ms. Houston?
Yes.
Mr. Higbee?
Yes.
And I vote yes. Good luck, sir.
Thank you very much. I appreciate the time.
Thank you for your patience. Okay. Next on the agenda, Julius Brown, 23 to 27 West Main Street, Bar. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
State your name for the record, please.
Julius Brown.
And what's your intention?
Our intentions are to take over 23 West Main Street, the old Nina's restaurant, to revamp it, revive the business, and turn it into more of a traditional, modern bar and lounge.
Okay, thank you. Miss 2, do we have mailings? Great, I'll open the public hearing. Miss 2, do we have anything in writing? Anyone on the telephone? Okay, we'll go to the public. Anyone here wishing to address this application, please step forward. None stepping forward. I'll go to the board for any questions, comments, or concerns.
Mr. Guattari, any concerns?
None at this time, sir. I've done numerous site visits with Mr. Brown and the property owner. At this time, I believe we've all come to an agreement. They're working on the site plan, an amended site plan, and we should be good to go from there.
And Mike, just for the board's clarification, if you can, the SLA requirements, what are they for food? Just a brief synopsis.
So, according to the SLA, a tavern, which is my understanding, the tavern license is what they'd be applying for, must make available minimum sandwich, soups, and like. That food need be made Is it on? Okay, sorry. Here. According to the state website here, the SLA, on-premise business such as a tavern, nightclub, or lounge, you must have food available for your patrons. You can meet the requirement by providing sandwiches, soups, or similar items. Snack foods, chips, pretzels, etc., are not sufficient to meet this requirement. The food can be fresh, pre-cooked, or frozen, but it must be kept at your licensed premise and available for your patrons. You cannot have patrons order food to be delivered by other businesses in order to satisfy this requirement.
And is there also a prep area requirement?
Yes, sir. It also states, a tavern must make available a minimum sandwich, soups, and the like. That food need not be made by the licensee, but must be on premise and available. To that extent, a prep area is necessary that would allow the storage, preparation, and service of your tavern menu.
And the SLA, they come and do a site, or is it based upon a site plan? Do you know?
That I'm not aware of, but I do believe they do a site inspection.
Yeah, they have to,
Yeah.
yes. They don't take anyone's word for
Background-
it.
Yeah, this is what, it takes 16 weeks or something like that, I saw.
Yep.
For the approvals, so there's a
Okay.
whole application, I'm sure.
Yes.
Mr. Martinez, any issues?
No issues at this time, thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. McCormick?
Are you utilizing the entire footprint of the original Nina's? Or are you just using the right-hand side that went back to where the speakeasy was?
We're using the right-hand side with a additional part of the other section, which I believe was outlined in some of the plans that.
I see that, somebody referenced an amended site plan.
Yes.
Well, also, I don't know if you have in your possession yet or not, the site plan that also was presented to us was he has possession of the kitchen now also.
So that was my thought.
Yes.
So if you're in possession of the kitchen, what then can the rest of that property be used for?
Well, according to the landlord, they're aiming for like a professional office. And that's where Mr. Guadry comes in. The reason for the amendment to the site plan was there has to be a division, a door, and an egress, all planned out between Mr. Brown's business and the possible professional that comes into the space.
Okay.
We're just making sure that it meets the fire code.
Gotcha.
Mr. Madden?
Do you anticipate needing to have or employing a security team at this establishment?
At this time, no, we don't anticipate that.
Thank you.
So, yeah, just keep in mind, Mr. Brown, that amended site plan that the landlord is preparing, that's a subject to. In other words, before you get too involved with anything, the landlord has to produce that plan to Mr. Guadry.
Yes, that was already discussed.
Even though
with
we have the approval tonight.
The door as well.
Before you move forward with any permits or anything of that nature, that a site plan will have to be amended.
Okay.
Okay? Ms. Houston, you have a question, or? Nope.
No, I thought of a question, and then I answered it myself when I saw the answer on the site plan, so.
Okay.
Or I'm in the application, so, yeah, it says that there's a variety of finger foods, so it looks like he would meet the requirement.
Yes, he will meet the requirements, and then the fire department will make sure that whatever he cooks with also meets our requirements
Of course.
as well as the state's. Okay?
Thank you.
All right, I'm going back to the public hearing. For anyone from the public wishing to address this application, please step forward. No one coming forward, I'm going to I need a motion to close the public hearing. Mr. Brito, second, Ms. Witt. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Public hearing has been closed. I'll go back to the board one more time. Any questions, comments, or concerns?
Property is in the DMU zone, so the applicant should make sure that he's aware of the hours that he can be open.
I believe
Yes,
they're actually
discussed that
stated
already.
in this application. Yep. Okay, good. On the resolution,
just
Mr. McCormick, under
What
discussion.
kind of food are you planning to provide?
Tabas Foods, Tabas Finger Foods.
Prepared on site? Or
Yes.
is there a kitchen currently in?
There is an old kitchen that Nina's currently had, but it's disassembled, so we're gonna be using whatever kitchen's there just for a small prep area for the foods that we're gonna serve, that the SLA requires us to serve.
Is ventilation still there and everything? Like,
Yes.
we'd be able to cook on site?
Yes.
And just to reiterate, anything that the fire department finds that isn't
And,
proper?
Yeah, just for clarification, there is no ventilation
Right,
at this time in that kitchen.
right. That's why I was going to reiterate that.
No,
it's okay. No, the fire department will make sure that all issues are resolved before he opens up. Okay? Great. So I'm still under discussion. Nothing else. I'll go roll call. Mr. Madden?
Yes.
Mr. McCormick?
Yes.
Mr. Brito?
Yes.
Ms. Witt?
Yes.
Ms. Houston?
Yes.
Mr. Higbee?
Yes.
And I vote yes. Good luck.
Thank you, sir. Good evening.
Okay, next on the agenda is Raquel and Alfred Acosta, 157 Dolson Avenue, UPS store.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Yourself?
Hi, Raquel and Alfred.
Alfred Acosta.
So let me just tell you how my whole plan came out. So we moved up here like 8 years ago, realizing there's no UPS anywhere. Only on 211, so it's driving me crazy. So we needed a UPS, and I think everybody else does also. That's my plan.
That's good. Good luck. Ms. Tu, do we have the mailings?
Oh, I have.
That's good, or else we won't have a store. So the answer is yes. Okay, I'm going to open the public hearing. Ms. Tu, do we have anything in writing? Anyone on the telephone? Thank you. Anyone from the public wishing to address this application, please step forward.
Everyone's done.
Okay, any questions, comments, or concerns from the board?
I love the idea because 211's a long distance, so.
Yes, absolutely. And right there, everyone can get there. New Hampton, everybody. We did our homework. Yes.
Good. Yes, Mr. McCormick?
Will you be equipped to do Amazon returns?
We do, the Amazons, yes, we already have that. We're also gonna do notary, everything that everybody does.
Oh, notary. Good to
Yes,
know.
that's
Thank you.
awesome. Exactly.
Anyone else from the board? I'll go back to the public. Anyone present wishing to address the application, please step forward. No one coming forward. I want a motion to close the public hearing. Mr. Madden, second, Mr. Brito. All in favor?
Aye.
Awesome.
Okay, go to the board one more time. Questions, comments, or concerns? Okay, on the resolution.
Mr. Guadari?
Sorry.
No,
Any
s-
issues?
No, sir.
Mr. Martinez, any issues?
No, sir.
Thank you. Sorry.
No, that's okay. On the resolution for 157 Dolson Avenue, UPS store. I need a motion.
So moved.
Ms. Houston, second. Mr. McCormick. Discussion? Roll call. Mr. Madden.
Yes.
Mr. McCormick.
Yes.
Mr. Brito.
Yes.
Ms. Witt.
Yes.
Ms. Houston.
Yes.
Mr. Higbee.
Yes.
I vote yes. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Have
much.
a good night.
I need a motion for an adjournment. So moved. Mr. Madden, Mr. McCormick. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.